Alrighty, PG-13. This is G.I. Joe 1992. And well, we're gonna have a quick look at these few vehicles that I have. And I do have the base, but I'm not gonna dig into the boxes to find some of the other parts I have for it. So we'll take a quick look. Now this one is just like a parts thing. So I don't know what they tried to do to the thing, so all I could do to try to fix it up was just melt the sides a bit. But now that I got my rotor tools, I can pretty much cut this and fix it up, but I'm not really going to. This is just probably just even going to end up being parts, because this comes off pretty easy. I could use this cannon on a custom, and this cannon I can also use on a custom. This was a parts vehicle, so it's called the Patriot. Now, there is plastic you can melt in this, and then it'll like stay again. But again, with the cheaping out of design flaws in this hollowed out crappy vehicle, you can see Hasbro really just sucked for the 1992 vehicles, it seems. And you can easily tell, you know, if it had a bell-shaped configuration underneath, it would have been way better. And if they would have put that extra little piece of plastic to cover it. But they cheaped out and they went with this crappy design when they could have had just straight tracks right across. Would have made it look more effective, or even put it on wheels. And well, I don't have any of the missiles for this. There's 3 missiles that go in here, probably 1 for the cannon. And this is a pretty pathetic attempt to make a Patriot. I mean, they should have had a way better design, even with the square cannons, you know, like mounted on the back. Even project it like a truck, like it, or just do the real world version with a few extra added bonuses like laser cannons. So this is the parts crap that I had to work with. And well, now that I have better tools, I could do something else, but I'm just going to use this as parts and probably end up looking for a whole new one. And they're relatively cheap because they're cheaply designed. Even this is like cracked here. I don't know what happened to this one. So anyways, it probably came in a parts lot. Sometimes I pick up parts lots. Now here we have the 1992 Barracuda. Oh, it's not the vehicle. So we got the Barracuda here. Again, this probably can go on the worst vehicle list. This has 3 missiles that fires off 1 at the top, 3 torpedoes. Torpedoes away! And now this is a pain in the ass to open. I think you open from the back. There you go. So you pull it off from the back. It holds 1. This thing does not pull up or shoot off. I don't know what they were trying to accomplish with that. But you can see it's pretty, pretty plain. So as you fire the torpedo, you're going to get flooded with water in here and die. Oh wait, you can see right through you. No glass. So again, I mean, ooh, look at that. Articulated rudders, they actually move. Oh, wow. Well, you can see how cheap this thing is. Even the periscope doesn't go up. And then it just fits in like so. 1992. This goes on the another crappy vehicle list. Oh wait, I think there's quite a few for that year that are crappy. So the Patriot should be redesigned and, you know, made like with respect to the servicemen who fire the real Patriots, and make a cool Patriot, like one that's on a truck, not this cheesy, pathetic design. I think I even put a screw in this one here. So you can see this just doesn't hold up. This type of plastic is always brittle and crappy. And well, again, there is another version of this. So, you know, when Hasbro cheaps out on something, they go all in. Now we're gonna take you over to the base. I just pulled it out briefly here, and we're gonna put some light on that. Get some light on the base here. So this base here folds out, and I call it the base of shame, because it is pretty shameful compared to the 83 base. That base is a marvel. This base is, well, I got two of these, so it doesn't matter. This part's broken here. I was gonna try to parts together one of these, but they're relatively cheap to find. And I think I only had one of the missiles, so I mean, it is kind of neat. There's a lot of pegs here, but again, even the jail space is like tiny. And this was based on gimmicks, so I think you had to like fire at something, and then when it hit something, a panel or something, then this is supposed to pop off, and then the panel opens up here. And here's the really crappy little elevator. I mean, you couldn't have something you could just pull a string. That's gotta be manual. Does it even lock? Is there a locking mechanism here? Maybe you pull this up and down. Does this lock into place? So there you go. There's actually a locking mechanism in this elevator. But again, it seems cheap. Then you got the floors to nowhere. We're just gonna try to move this lighting over here. Give us better lighting. So this base was really cheaped out here. And well, I mean, you got a floor. No, you can't even stand a figure on here. It's got little buttons for the gimmicks that probably work. I've never put batteries in this. I do have the other piece to this. It's just another round part that clicks in. This little gun sits on it. And then you fire off your missiles by twisting this. I mean, it's not bad, but I call it the base of shame because it's pretty shameful. Pretty cheap. I mean, you store your missiles here. Some people might love this little base, but this is also broken off here. But again, like I have another one, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. But here's the front of the base. Oh, this was definitely not ready for the review because this also pegs in here. There's the other piece that pegs in here. But anyways, this is the base. There's a flag that goes on here. I have the flag somewhere. There's another one of these guns I just probably used on a custom over there. So anyways, they're supposed to be able to shoot, and that falls down. You know, the gimmicks. These pop into place. So I mean, it was basically like, oh, not even clicking. Oh well. They're permanently broken. Permanently broken. You know, this actually not too bad, but again, these wall heights are not sufficient enough for your figures to really hide behind sandbags. So it seems they've really superly cheaped out here. And like the elevator, here's the other floor. This is not an official G.I. Joe base. This is just garbage. Oh. Anyways, there's 4 rails on this. There's quite a few of these little cannons. I do have more of these little guns that fire off the missiles. They just mount them on certain things here in the base. There's probably another gun that goes in here. This one seems to be damaged, but it doesn't matter because I have another one underneath the table somewhere there. So I'm not too impressed with this. I definitely will say it is the base of shame because they want you fold it up and discard it and not think twice. So the 92 base, and I think like they doubled down again, and I think they actually remade this again. So they doubled down on their, oh man, on their junk. Now some people might love this. Oh, this is not even fitting in here properly. Anyways, we're gonna put this junk aside, and we're just gonna show you a little quickly. It folds up like so. It might look better folded up. Let's discard this base. But again, it's got some, you know, little features here and there. But again, we like our jail cells to be big, like the 83 base, even bigger. You can make a bigger stockade, so you can hold more Cobra prisoners, or if you customize it and turn it into a Cobra base. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like this just didn't hold any figures. The elevator is like super cheaply made. Again, the so-called carport is really not much. And well, the other part I got somewhere, it's probably just in a box. I don't really care for this base, it's just junk. So I don't know, I might pick up another one later on just to piece it together even more. But I got all the pieces. I'm not impressed with that or these vehicles here. Now the other vehicles that I am missing, I mean the Earthquake, that's kind of cool because it's a cool vehicle. I went onto the 3D Joe's website just to show you they got more detail than yojo.com. But you can see what the Patriot really looks like. You know, it looks nice. But again, they gotta do a better job. So anyways, it's kind of sad that Hasbro calls that the Patriot when it just looks like junk. You know, they should have designed it way better. I mean, some of the figures I do have, I might only have 21 out of the 43. I thought there was 47 before, but I think there's only 43. So again, I had no idea there's that many versions of Wild Bill. So I thought, oh, but apparently the one for this year has black pants. I have white pants and I have kind of like a bluish pants. So, and then I thought I had the Sonic one of the Cobra Commander, but I don't have that one. Oh, but like I said, we already went through what I don't have. That's the Earthquake here. So I definitely will be getting that. And there was 15 vehicles. Can't really count the Desert Apache because it wasn't made to the right size. So maybe there's only 14 vehicles then. Now the lab here, this might, you know, if I come across this, I might get it. But again, it looks like it's just cheaply made. You know, they couldn't have made a square building or anything like that, or even a silo type building. The Eco Striker, that's not hard to find. Battlecopters, I don't have any of those, and the Air Commando gliders, I don't have any of that. So again, anyone wants to send me anything, feel free to. Donate me a vehicle. But my Patriot's in rough shape. That's why I'll probably just pick up another one. They're probably cheap to find. So I haven't really been too concerned with the 90s. I mean, I'll be obviously working on getting the figures so I have more of the figures. I do like to complete the figure years as much as I can. And we will look at the figures in the next video. And then we'll move on to 93. Alrighty, thanks for watching. Take care and prepare. Nobody beats this.